61 years ago, on the 14th of August 1947, millions of patriots expressed delight at the birth of Pakistan. It was the sacrifice of thousands of people that resulted in the creation of this new state. It wasn't just a new state, it was a new beginning altogether. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah took over the reins of the newly created state as Governor General, and Liaquat Ali Khan became the first Prime Minister. Pakistan inherited some of the most backward and remote parts of the United British India, had hardly any industries, and its fragile economy was based mainly on agriculture. Pakistan got 17.5% of the British colonial government's financial reserves, a weak administrative network, and few trained civil servants. West Pakistan and East Pakistan were separated from each other by more than 1,000 kilometers of Indian territory, making the governance extraordinarily challenging. Illiteracy, absence of a basic civic structure, and rampant poverty compounded the challenges for this new state. Many prophesied Pakistan's doom, but what follows is now history. Pakistan's civil servants, officials, and even ministers started the great task of nation building with wooden boxes as their tables. The special trains carrying files and records from Delhi to Karachi had either been burnt or derailed. The delivery of military equipment to Pakistan from India was on hold, delayed, and some of it never reached Pakistan. Even India blocked the transfer of funds allocated for Pakistan. Amid all this, one of the most bloody communal wars broke out in the subcontinent. The resources and personnel, who were already swamped by the day-to-day challenges of the new state, had to face another challenge: the accommodation of millions of refugees. Tens of thousands of Muslims were massacred on their way to their dream state. Many died on the road of disease and starvation. Millions of those who managed to reach Pakistan were to be absorbed and settled, but before that, they needed food, water, tents, and medicine, the immediate relief after their long, monotonous journey. West Punjab had received 5.5 million refugees as compared with East Punjab's 3.5 million. 1/6 of the entire population of West Pakistan consisted of refugees. West Punjab formed a much more important part of Pakistan than East Punjab did of India. But despite all these grave challenges, the newly born nation started its journey with grand hopes and dreams under the leadership of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The country needed a constitution, a roadmap for the future. Quaid-e-Azam's death not only shocked the nation, but also made the task of nation building even more difficult. The Quaid was irreplaceable, but the nation had to move on. The simmering Kashmir conflict, which became the main cause of enmity between Pakistan and India, had surfaced during the lifetime of Quaid-e-Azam. Pakistan and India fought their first war in the Himalayan region in 1948. The issue had to transform into a protracted conflict between the two nations. The first Prime Minister, Liaquat Ali Khan, took over the job from where Jinnah had left, but Khan, also known as Qaid-e-Millat, was assassinated during a public meeting in the garrison city of Rawalpindi in 1951. The nation was shaken. What followed were 7 years of political instability, which saw 6 prime ministers and 4 governor-generals coming to power for short durations. In 1954, the Constituent Assembly was dissolved. The superior judiciary turned down the appeal against this dissolution on the basis of doctrine of necessity. In March 1956, almost 9 years after independence, the Second Constituent Assembly managed to enforce the country's first constitution, declaring Pakistan an Islamic Republic. But the constitution was abrogated as Pakistan saw its first martial law in 1958. In 1962, President General Ayub Khan promulgated a new constitution that vested enormous power in the office of the president. The country moved on. In 1962, Ayub Khan gave Pakistan a new capital, Islamabad. In 1964, television came to Pakistan. During the Ayub period, Pakistan witnessed a healthy industrial development and the economy grew by 6.5% on an average. The country was at the top in South Asia as its industrial production grew by 72% over the period as compared to 55% for Asia. September 1965, Pakistan and India again went to war over Kashmir. The Tashkent Accord ended the war in which Pakistan managed to defend its western borders from the invasion of a far powerful enemy. The dynamic foreign minister in Ayub Khan's cabinet, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, resigned following the ceasefire. In January 1965, Ayub Khan held presidential elections. Fatma Jinnah challenged the military ruler but lost amid allegations of rigging. In 1967, Fatma Jinnah dies. 2 years later, Ayub Khan hands over power to another general, Yahya Khan, as a result of a popular movement against him which was spearheaded mainly by students.